here. It is inspired by Adriana Lima. If you don't know who she is a very famous Victoria's Secret model, and she is absolutely gorgeous. She is famously known for her perfect, flawless makeup. She usually rocks a gold, bronze, brown, smoky eye, which is why I came up with this, and also a nude lip. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, leave me a comment in the box telling me what other videos you would like to see from me, and I will definitely get to that for you. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into the video. Thank you so much for watching. So I already have my eyes primed with MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer, and I use it because it's made not to settle on fine lines, because it's made, you know, for the under eye area. So I use that as an eye primer, and then I use these two warm brown shades from a Sonia Kashuk palette. One of them's very orange and the other one's kind of more pink, but it's still a warm tone. Then I take this Tarte palette, I'll list the name of it down below, and there's a color in it that's like in between those two other shades. It's like a more completely in the middle neutral brown. It's the one right next to the dark brown. It's this one right here that I'm pointing to. So I mix all those three shades together and, you know, tap off the excess, and then I go in the crease and blend it back and forth, windshield wiper motions. No rhyme or reason, really, not being very precise. I want this to be very blown out. So you do it, you know, to your desired intensity, but you want to sit here and blend for a good while, you know, because you know, you want this to be very blown out. You don't want there to be harsh lines. So again, not being very precise with this, just keeping it very blended out, very blurred out, very smoky. And I go in windshield wiper motions, and then I still bring it in the outer V area as well. So right now I'm just doing it to the other side. And I know I kept a lot of the clips of me in just blending. I could have edited those out, but I didn't want to, because I wanted you to see what it takes to get that perfect blended out smoky eye. So that's why I left the clips in. I'm sorry if it gets repetitive. That's just, you know, I wanted you to see what it takes for, you know, your smoky eye to look like this. So there I am, just keep blending. I could have taken some of these clips out, I'm sorry. But yeah, just get it to your desired intensity. So I'm going in with it again, and adding more. And this time I'm kind of adding it to that space in between the brow and, you know, the eyeshadow that we just put. So I'm kind of building it up so it goes up higher. Because I have a big space between my lower lash line and my brow. So like I have to bring my smoky eyes up much higher than the average person does. So I kind of build it up gradually so it doesn't look crazy. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'm blending it into the outer V. Next, what I'm going to be doing is taking that same Tarte palette and taking that nice gold shade. It's a really pretty gold. Taking that on a flat shader brush and just patting it all over my lid. You don't want to swipe. You want to use patting motions, or else you're going to get a ton of fallout. And it's going to go all over your foundation that you just did, unless you like to do your foundation last. I prefer to do it first, but that's just because I know how to use techniques so that I don't get fallout all over my cheeks. So yeah, again, just use patting motions, doing it to the other eye. And this is a really pretty gold. It's like different. Then I'm using that taupey, like gunmetal brownish shade, and I'm putting that on the outer corner of the lid in the outer V, so that it kind of fades from like a gold to like a dusky like taupe shade. Then I'm highlighting the brow bone. I forget which color I used, I'm sorry. Then I'm taking this Brow Fix Kit. In this video was filmed a while ago, so I hadn't, found my perfect brow, like, holy grail brow product yet. I was just using the stupid Milani thing, and my brows look crazy when I do it like that. I mean, they don't look horrible, but now I recently got the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Oh my god, it saved my life. So this isn't how I normally do my brows anymore. Again, this video was filmed a while ago, so don't really pay much attention to it because that product just didn't work on my brows very well. Sorry about my dog barking in the last clip, but anyways, then I take the same palette in that really dark brown shade. It kind of looks like Coconut Grove from NARS. I think that's what it's called. And I putting this like tightly on the lash line and kind of almost like liner. And I'm starting to make it like a wing liner, but you'll see what I do. And then I bring it up into the crease in like a sideways V shape. It's not quite a cut crease, but it's not as precise as a cut crease, but it's kind of the same idea. So I'm kind of making a harsh line, but I'm bringing it lower than a normal cut crease would be. Like it's not really in the actual crease, it's like still on the very upper lid. So, yeah, so you keep doing that and blend, and then add more color and blend. So I start to, add more of that brown color and start drawing the line almost like liner. And this part is tedious. You have to, add it and then I start turning my brush just sideways, so as you can see, to blend it. It actually worked pretty well with the short brush. Then I start filling in the outer V a little bit with that shadow, with that dark shadow. And blending it so it starts to become more of a gradient, and keep doing it until your desired intensity, so it kind of looks like liner that just like goes into the crease a little bit, but once we blend it out it'll be more blurred out and it'll look different. So still again just filling in that outer V part, and again this part's really tedious, and I know I keep adding the same clips, but I just want you to see what it takes to get your eyeshadow to look like this, to get it to the next level. So again, just doing it on the other side, starting kind of like a liner with the shadow, filling in the outer V, turning the brush to the side, blending it. Again, you can bring the harsh, like that cut crease type line up higher, but I thought it looked pretty cool in the picture that I had of her. Her kind of cut crease, it came down much lower. It was kind of, instead of being in the crease, it was in the upper lid. So that's why I did it that way. Next, I'm going to take that neutral brown shade again and just blend that out, that really dark shade out, so that it's not such a harsh line, like really bad. So keep doing that, and it's just going to come together so nicely. Your eyeshadow looks, when you first, when you're like halfway through it, they look weird. But once, you start doing this part and blending it all together, it just comes together so nicely. So then I'm going in with a bigger brush and blending it all together. Going back in with that gold shade and just intensifying the gold because, we lost some of the intensity while blending. Then highlighting the inner corners with, I think, the same gold shade to make the eyes pop. This step is important, especially when doing a smoky eye. You can sometimes lose, the brightness of the eye. So then I go back in with that dark shade and go in with a more precise brush on the lower lash line. And I start drawing a line, then take a pencil brush and those two warm brown shades to blend it out, and start blending it out. So this, I think, looks so gorgeous, this technique. Kim Kardashian does it a lot. A lot of people neglect the lower lash line, but I swear to you, if you do it, it looks amazing. Then I'm taking my MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose. and I'm just sharpening the lines, the edges of the eyeshadow, so it looks like a more precise line. A lot of people will take a Q-tip, but you don't want to ruin your foundation, so I just started doing this. It's really precise and it blends right in. It looks gorgeous. So I suggest doing this with either a concealer, or they have some at the drugstore, the L'Oreal one. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Master Precise and I'm doing a very thin winged liner because you want to see the gold shade on the lid. So don't do a very thick line, and just make the wing pretty small. Then I go in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara, curl my lashes. I love this mascara. I don't think I used fake lashes in this video, but feel free to do so. It would take the look to the next level. It would look gorgeous. The last but not least step is lipstick, and the picture I was inspired from, she had a nude lip, kind of an orangey nude lip, so I'm using the color Pure Zen from MAC. It's kind of a more, it's like a pinky nude with a touch of warmness. Like it kind of has like an orangey tint to it, but it's not like straight orange. It's more like a pinky nude. So I'm just doing that, no lip liner or anything. Hers wasn't, very precise. It was kind of a more blown out lip. So just applying that, and on top of it I'm taking Revlon's Peach Petal, and it's just a very light, it's kind of the same shade as Pure Zen except a little lighter. It has that touch of warmness in it, and it just goes, this is one of my favorite nude lip pairs ever. So I hope you enjoyed, and like, subscribe, leave requests in the bottom bar, and thank you so much for watching.